Hello everyone and welcome to Fancy Football. My name is Omar Fields and these are football transfer news and rumors. To begin with, Thomas Tuchel have decided to serve away with Bayern Munich at the end of this season, and it's no news that performances have not really been good in the past three matches or even at the entire season. With league leaders Bayern and Leverkusen having a field, I think it's a one-horse race now. They can go on to win the league, and Bayern are not really happy with it. They want a new manager next season. I think they've come out through their CEO to say that they will. They have confirmed that the manager Thomas Tuchel will be leaving Bayern Munich next season, and they are focused on the 2004-2005 project at the moment. But I don't think they will sack Tuchel except if results get worse going forward. If results get worse, they might sack Tuchel. But if results doesn't get worse, I think he will be there at the end of the season. I just think Tuchel is fed up, and in my opinion, this is, like I said last time. In the other rumors, we said that this is a Bayern problem, not even a Tuchel's problem. It's a Bayern problem. Um, they fail to realize that instant success. They've won. How many leagues have they won in the past 10 years? Nine in the past 10 years. 9 or 10 in the past 10 years. So if they don't win this one at the end of the day, they should focus on restructuring their transfer plan for me and bringing in the right manager for the job. How many managers do they have in the last 3 years? Three managers, from Tuchel to Thomas Flink behind, and Julian, all Germans, and these guys have failed to bring in their A game into the club. So I think there's a problem with Bayern, and they should look at themselves very well. Well, for Thomas Tuchel, I think he has tried. He rescued the league for them last season. He couldn't really do well in the Champions League against Manchester City in the quarterfinals. But it's a different ball game entirely now for Bayern. They have to go into their backroom stuff and ask themselves what really happened at the end of the day. And if you ask me what happened, I think just poor management. They couldn't really see the future, and they have to sit down very well and get the right man for the job. People out there are saying that Alonso will prefer coming to Bayern rather than going to Liverpool. But time will tell if Alonso will be the next man for the job. If you tell me, I will say he's familiar with the Bayern team. He's familiar with the backroom stuff because he has been there before. He played there as a player, so, and he's still within Germany. He understands the German football very well. So let's see what will happen at the end of the day. Let's go to Manchester United, where it was confirmed yesterday that Sir Jim Ratcliffe, now a co-owner of Manchester United, I think he's 27, or rather 25% buyer of the club has been confirmed by the English FA and the Premier League, and it's a good one for Manchester United. Now they can focus on football. Now they can focus on football and recruiting the right players into the right places. We also heard that Jim Ratcliffe and Ineos have also employed Gary Neville, of all people, to talk about the next plan for Manchester United, how to rebuild the club, and what it entails for them to put the club at the pedestal. So let's see what will happen. Do Gary Neville have that is? So let's see. I think it's building of a new club, a new stadium. I think that will be the next step after sorting out what is happening on the pitch. Gradually, they are getting the structure right. They have a new CEO now, and hopefully they will have a new sporting director by the time they agreed a deal with Newcastle for Dan Ashworth. So everything is going on in the right place, and it's taking shape gradually with respect to the structure of the club. Getting the right people into the club is very necessary. To run the footballing side of the club is very, very important, and that is what Sir Jim and his Ineos group wants to do, as their plan purchase have been confirmed and approved by the Premier League. So it's a good one for them. Okay, quickly, from Sir Jim to Hurricane and Frankie De Jong. I think it's been reported by media, by the media outlets out there, looking at football transfer. I think football transfer can confirm to us that United are interested in these two players if peradventure their chances to qualify for next season Champions League is confirmed. I think gradually United see a light at the end of the tunnel that they should be able to qualify for the Champions League, if that need may be qualification, that those chances, the chance for qualification. I think even the fifth team in England in the Champions League can also qualify for the Champions League, depending on their pecking order in the league. That will be explained in some other of our videos. We'll do that explanation. But United need elite players. But do they really need elite players? Because of antecedents, the money they spent on Pogba, the money they spent on Zlatan Ibrahimovic, Ronaldo. I think for me, they don't need big players. They just need to get a good team, get a good brand of football, and look at the team very well and say, okay, this is how I want my team to play. This is how I want my boys to play. That's Ten Hag and Co. This is how we want everything to move forward. So I just think that this news is uncalled for, and this has prompted Frankie De Jong to slam the media as fake news, as people that carry fake news. And he was right for me. Talking about his future, talking about his transfer, was really uncalled for by the media during the press conference, and he slammed them, calling them shame, that you people should be ashamed of carrying fake news about me. There's nothing about transfer and salary. With respect to me, I am a Barcelona player, and I am in Barcelona, and I am happy currently. So I think Frankie De Jong just rejected what the media out there are saying, and I think the media should watch it. They should really look at it very well. But if there are no leaks in the stadium, how comes did the media find out all this? So I just think that Frankie De Jong and Barcelona should really sit down before the end of the summer or during the summer and discuss his future. If the club doesn't want him, I think he can look for somewhere else to go. If he doesn't feel satisfied that the club are not offering him what he needs, then I just think that it's sorry for both parties. They can part way at the end of the day. So for Frankie De Jong and for Barcelona, they have to sit down and discuss intensively about the way forward. Barcelona needs money. I think there's no brainer to say that Barcelona, they need money currently now, and they need it very fast. If selling Frankie De Jong will bring that money for them, good, to help them reduce some costs and the debt that they have. So let's move forward from that news. And the next story we'll bring to you is about United slapping a new price tag of 40 million euros on, or rather 40 million pounds on Mason Greenwood. For any club that wants him, know that the likes of Atletico are also looking at him. The likes of Barcelona also look at. A lot of teams are looking at him, and possible option of getting him that won't cause a lot of damage on them. But this is what it is. He has been brilliant so far in his loan spell in Getafe, scoring 5 goals so far in this season and providing some couple of assists. I think his price tag will definitely shoot up. He's enjoying his football over there, and he knows that hopefully his team will get the right serious damage in his career. 2 years ago in 2021, when he was 20, when he was allegedly accused of sexually harassing his girlfriend. But that is what it is, and we hope that he puts his head down and focus on football now rather than things off football. I think he has come to realize that things aren't going to be normal. He's not going back to play for United, but that's what it is at the moment. From Greenwood to this man, This man that was signed by first signing of Manchester City. I think the deal has been announced. The signing from Girona. And Girona is part of the City group. City group. So I think the deal went through £25.7 million for Manchester City. It has been confirmed. All paperwork have been carried out on this player. He has signed that deal, so he will be confirmed as Manchester City first signing of the 2024-2025 campaign ahead. He will join Manchester City at the end of the season and join them in the preseason camp they will have going forward. So that's what it is. And City are moving ahead. They are planning ahead of next season, and let's see how it goes. And no other person that they could start with Savio. Savio currently play for Girona. You know where Girona is in the La Liga standing currently. So at a certain point, they were leading the La Liga. Not until Real Madrid bulldozer themselves or shoot themselves up the league, and they are still second. And kudos to them. And Liverpool are eyeing Marcus Mark Jr. of Crystal Palace is a defender, including Manchester United are also eyeing him as well. I think it's a good and decent defender you can have at your back. He has been a good servant of Crystal Palace, but let's see how it will be for him. I think it's really going to be tough. I guess a player like him will leave Palace at the end of the season, and we'll look for much more playing time, much more. Excuse me. We will look for a much more good playing time in big clubs to try and see if you could win one or two laureates along the way. Yeah, but that's just it. And we also expect that United are also in this deal as well. They want to fight for everything at the moment, but the money has to be right, the structure has to be right for them, and that is why they need to get in a sporting director quickly in the person of Dan Ashworth. And I think that deal should be confirmed in some few days' time, when United agree a fee for Dan Ashworth. So with Newcastle, there's a compensation fee for Dan Ashworth with Newcastle. So, and finally, we brought you this news, and this young man has finally gotten his wish. He's joining Inter Miami on an $8 million deal from Argentino Junior. I think it's a good one for him. The last time we brought you this deal, we brought you two stories. The first story was to confirm that Inter Miami would sign him and everything was agreed. And the second story was that the MLS rejected the deal because of the way the payment was being made. So the MLS rejected that deal, and Inter Miami have to go back to the drawing board and restructure the deal and ensure that it falls within the MLS rule. So I think for Inter Miami, it's good to get this young man playing alongside Messi, Busquets, Luis Suarez, and Jordi Alba. These players for me are players you can learn from. So I think it's good for him to ply his trade from there. I think from there he can come to. He's just 21 years old. From there he can come to Europe, and he's a son of a former Real Madrid legend, Fernando Redondo. So it's a good one for him. I think it's a wonderful transfer. Will it be for him going into this Inter Miami side that poise the likes of Messi, like I said, Sergio Busquets, Jordi Alba, and Luis Suarez. So for us here at Fancy Football, this is here at this junction. At this time we draw the curtain on this show, and we hope that we'll see you next tomorrow. So sorry, not next week. Tomorrow on our daily football transfer show. Thank you so much for watching. Like I always say, gracias.